पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। In Upadeshasahasri, we have completed 12 shlokas, and the topic in Upadeshasahasri right now is to show the defects in Kshanika Vijnanavada. Kshanika Vijnanavada is a Bauddha Paksha, Bauddha Matam, and what they understand as Atma is this Kshanika Vijnanam. And this understanding of Atma is not correct, is what Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is explaining. This topic started from shloka number 4 onwards. The Kshanik Vijnana or Buddhi as Atma, its negation. And the last topic that we saw, that why can't Atma be karma as well as karta of Jnana Kriya? Chakshurvat karma kartritvam syat. That was the topic which in 12th shloka we completed and said it is not possible. And Atma does not have Jada Amsha and Ajada Amsha or Chetana Amsha. Now further, 13th shloka, page number 189, Teeka. Swarupenanshadvarena va yadyapyatman atmanam naiva pashyati tathapi gunajnanasya कर्मत्वं गमिष्यति इत्याशंक्य आह। स्वरूपेण अंशद्वारेण वा यद्यपि आत्मा आत्मानं नैव पश्यति. पूर्व पक्षी accepts this much. What? स्वरूपेण आत्मा आत्मानं नैव पश्यति. 1. अंशद्वारेण आत्मा आत्मानं नैव पश्यति. 2. Swarupena means Atma as a whole entity, one entity, does not know itself as an object of knowledge. So Atma as one entity, indivisible, becoming subject and object is not possible. Purvapakshi says accepted. Second, amshadvarena va means one amsha of Atma is drashta. Another amsha of Atma is drishya. Even this is not possible. Accepted. Tathapi, but still Purvapakshi has some other ideas. Gunajnanasya karmatvam gamishyati iti ashankya aha. Gunajnanasya karmatvam. Atma has some attribute, let us say, and based on that, it becomes karma. So the attribute of Atma becomes karma. This part we have not seen, correct?
No, Swamiji. No.
Okay. So tathapi guna jnanasya karmatvam gamishyati. So some guna of Atma will become karma and Atma will become karta. In other words, Atma is drashta and Atmanaha guna, knowledge of that will become drishya. That will become karma. This can happen. This is the Purvapakshi's Shanka, doubt. Iti ashankya aha. Yadharma padartho na
यद्धर्मायः पदार्थो न
tasyaiveyaat sakarmatam
तस्यैवेयात् सकर्मताम्
न ह्यात्मानं dahatyagnis
न ह्यात्मानं दहत्यग्निस्तथा
तथा नैव प्रकाशयेत.
नैव प्रकाशयेत् यद्धर्मायः पदार्थो न तस्यैवेयात् सकर्मताम् न ह्यात्मानं दह्यत्यग्निस्तथा नैव प्रकाशयेत्
यह पदार्थः यद्धर्मा तस्य एव सह कर्मताम न ईयात. दिस इज द अन्वय. यह पदार्थः यद्धर्मा सह पदार्थः तस्य एव कर्मताम न ईयात. In simple words, an object which has some dharma, it is of that dharma, dharmavan it is, then saha tasyaiva dharmasya karmatam na iyat. It will not become, the way it is put here is, it will not become an object of that dharma. Neither the dharma will become drishya and dharmi will be drashta, nor dharma will be drashta and dharmi will be drishya. If the dharma is jnanam, then Purvapakshi says, maybe if dharmi will become drishya, because dharma is jnanam. And if dharmi is jnanam and dharma is other than jnanam, then dharmi will be drashta, dharma will be drishya. So here he has taken jnana as the dharma. Therefore, jnana dharmavan atma, jnana dharma will know atma, which will become drishya. So the Siddhanta is given here in this first line of 13th shloka. Saha karmatam na iyad. Tasyaiva karmatam na iyad. It will not become karma. Tasyaiva dharmasya. Iyad. Iyad. ऋणगतौ धातु परस्मै पद विधिलिंग प्रथम पुरुष एक वचन. iyat iyatam iyuhu. Second line says, second line gives drishtanta. Agnihi atmanam nahi dahati तथा नैव प्रकाशयेत. Fire, neither can it burn itself nor it can illumine itself. So Agni has two dharmas, Dahanam, Prakashanam. But Agni cannot burn itself. Agni can burn other things. Agni can do daha to other objects, but Agni cannot burn itself. And Agni cannot illumine itself. Agni can illumine external world, external objects. So Agnihi Atmanam Naiva Prakashayet. Atmanam is not Atma as Satchidananda, one soul, one's own self. Agni cannot burn one's own self. Agni cannot illumine one's own self. This is the Drashtanta. So now Dahanam and Prakashanam are dharma. But Agni cannot have that Dahanam as its own karma. Agni Swam Dahati. Or if you want to say Agnihi Agnim Dahati, this is not possible. Agnihi Patam Dahati is possible. Agnihi Agnim Dahati is not possible. So Dahana Kriya can happen on something else. Similarly, Prakashanam. Agnihi Ghatam Prakashayet. Agnihi Agnim na Prakashayet. Agni cannot illumine itself. Teeka. यह पदार्थो यद धर्मा येन असाधारण धर्मेण धर्मवान. यद धर्मा येन धर्मेण धर्मवान is called यद धर्मा. यद धर्मो यस्य सह तद धर्मा. So here it is यद धर्मा. तद धर्मवान सह तस्यैव धर्मस्य कर्मतां न ईयात्. Of that same dharma, it does not become karma. So example now we have seen. So how to apply this? Agni has Dahanam as its dharma. Dahana Kriya's karma cannot be Agni. Agni has Dahanam as its karma, as its dharma. So Dahana Kriya's object cannot be Agni. Similarly, Agni has Prakashanam as dharma. So Prakashana Kriya's object cannot be Agni because it is its own dharma. तथा च ज्ञान स्वभाव आत्मा न ज्ञान कर्मताम गंतुम अर्हति इत्यर्थः. आत्मा इज ज्ञान स्वभाव, ज्ञान कर्मताम गंतुम न अर्हति. Atma which has jnanam as its swabhava, not dharma, swabhava. Then that jnanam cannot make Atma as its vishaya. Atma jnana karmatam, jnanasya karmatam na gantum arhati. It cannot become an object of that jnanam. Drashtanta bhaga has spashtartha. The drashtanta is given for what purpose? To make things very clear. All drashtantas are for spashtikaranam, to make things clear. Anumanam is given. Atma न स्वीय धर्म व्याप्य पदार्थत्वात् अग्निवत इत्यर्थः। पक्ष इज आत्मा। स्वीय धर्म व्याप्यत्व अभाव इज साध्य। व्हाट इज अ साध्य?
स्वीय धर्म व्याप्य
अभाव व्याप्य अभाव
स्वीय धर्म व्याप्यत्व अभाव। स्वीय धर्म व्याप्यत्व अभाव। न इज देयर। हेतु इज गिवन पदार्थत्वम। अग्नि इज दृष्टांत। व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ व्याप्ति?
यत्र यत्र पदार्थत्वं तत्र तत्र स्वीय धर्म अव्याप्यत्वम्।
यत्र यत्र
व्याप्यत्व
पदार्थत्वं
अभावः।
तत्र तत्र स्वीय धर्म व्याप्यत्व अभाव। So wherever there is any padartha, any object you take sapta padartha, you take shodasha padartha, you take chaturvimshati padartha, whatever darshan you take, that padartha does not have sviya dharma vyapyatvam. Sviya dharma vyapyatva abhava will be there. Drishtanta is Agni. So Agni is Padartha and Agni does not have Sviya Dharma Vyapyatvam as it is explained in the second line. Atma also is Padartha. So Atma also will not have Sviya Dharma Vyapyatvam. In this way, Anumanam Yukti is also there. Further now, Uttanyayena Vijnanavadi Bauddho api Nirakrita Ityaha. By this Yukti, Nyayam, this Yukti, Vijnanavadi Bauddha is also Nirakrita. So Kshanik Vijnanavada portion is getting completed now in 14th shloka. एतेनैवात्मनात्मानो
एतेनैवात्मनात्मानो
ग्रहो बुद्धैर्निराकृतः
ग्रहो बुद्धैर्निराकृतः
अंशोऽप्येवं समत्वाद्धि
अंशोऽप्येवं समत्वाद्धि
निर्भेदत्वान्न युज्यते.
निर्भेदत्वान्न युज्यते। एतेनैवात्मनात्मानो ग्रहो बुद्धैर्निराकृतः अंशोऽप्येवं समत्वाद्धि निर्भेदत्वान्न युज्यते।
एतेन एव आत्मना आत्मानो. Now this आत्मानो शब्द is a छांदस प्रयोग. It should be आत्मनो, but Bhashyakar has used the prayoga Atmano. So it is Chandasa, means it is Arsha Prayoga. Arshatvat Sadhu. It is like a Rishi Prayoga in Veda. So in Veda, such things, even if they are there, they are not considered as an error. They are considered as Chandasa Prayoga. Anand Giriji's Teeka also says the same thing. So the Vakya will be Etane eva Atmana Atmano Graho Buddhair Nirakritaha. Atmana Atmano Graha. Atma alone becoming subject and Atma alone becoming object of that Kshanik Vijnana. Buddhi, because they consider that Kshanik Vijnana itself as Atma. According to Kshanik Vijnanavadi, there is no other Atma. They say this Kshanik Vijnana itself is Atma. So that Kshanik Vijnana itself is Drashta. Kshanik Vijnana itself is Drishya. There is no other Drishya. In Kshanik Vijnana, both Drashta and Drishya are together. This is their understanding. So, etena nirakrita. By this explanation that whatever we gave in previous shlokas, this idea of Kshanik Vijnanavad is refuted. What is that? Atmana Atmano Graha. By Atma, Atma becomes an object. Atma becoming object of itself is refuted by these points, whatever we have discussed so far, from 4 to 14. Nirakata. Okay. अंशो अपि एवं समत्वात् हि निर्भेदत्वात् न युज्यते. And this idea that Atma is Amsha and that Amsha does the Drishyatva. The Amsha has Drishyatva and another Amsha becomes Drashta is also not possible because Atma is Samaha. Samatvadhi Nirbhedatvat. Atma does not have any Bheda. Atma is Sama and Atma is Bhedarahita. Samatvat Nirbhedatvat Amsho api na yujyate. This Amsha Amshi Bhava is not possible in Atma. That one Amsha is Drashta, another Amsha is Drishya, is not possible. Na yujyate. Teeka. Atmanaha iti asmin Atmanaha iti Chandasaha Prayogaha. Atmanaha iti asmin Atmanaha. So that Shabda should be Atmanaha iti. Atmanaha is a Chandasa Prayoga. Chandasa Prayoga means it is not according to Paniniji's Vyakarana. All other Sanskrit portions that we see, study, etc. is according to Paniniji's Vyakarana. Atmanaha is of one Atma. Atmanaha means many Atmas. So here the topic is of one Atma only. So Atmanaha should be the right usage. Buddhehe Atmanaha Swarupasya Atmana Svenaiva Graha iti Bauddha Paksho api Etenaiva Ukta Drashtanta Prabandhena Nirakritaha ityarthaha. Bauddha Paksho Nirakritaha. This is Mukhya Vakya. Bauddha Paksha is being refuted here by this. Etena eva. Etena ukta drashtanta prabandhena. By the drashtanta that was given of the Agni. By that, ukta drashtanta prabandhena Bauddha Paksho api nirakritaha. And what is that Bauddha Paksha? Buddhehe Atmanaha Swarupasya Atmana Svenaiva Graha. Buddhehe Atmana. First of all, they say Buddhi is Atma. Kshanik Vijnana is Atma. So Buddhi is Atma according to them. Then that Atma is known by Atma. Buddhehe Atmanah Swarupasya Atmana Svenaiva Graha. This paksha is Nirakrita. This is not possible. So we've understood this. So you will see in this topic, it is not that Bhagavan Bhashyakar has used all Shruti quotations and used them as the ideas to refute any of these Purvapakshis. Not a single Shruti is used. It is all Yukti. You see all the shlokas, everywhere it is Yukti only. That shows that those people who don't take Shruti as Pramana, if you want to discuss certain things with them, you have to use Yukti. And those people who take Shruti as Pramanam, but still if they differ from us, means they have some other Shruti that they are going to prove that this is what we say. And we will say, no, but we have this Shruti, this Shruti. So again, when there are two Shrutis on the same topic, which is logical, you will have to use Yukti only. Just like in Mandukya Upanishad. If one Shruti says there is Srishti, and another Shruti says there is no Srishti, so which one will you agree with? One will say Tasmadvaya Tasmad Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha, and the other will say Nehana Nasti Kinchana. Both are there. What to do? So they have said, okay, now let us use Yukti. So like that, here also Bhashyakar is employing it. Buddher Atmanaha Swarupasya Atmana Svenaiva Graha. Atmanaha Swarupasya Atmana Svenaiva Graha. This Bauddha Paksha is refuted, Nirakrataha, by this Agni Drashtanta and these Yuktis. Swarupasya Swarupena Eva Grahyatva Bhave Api. So this was their main idea. Swarupa is Grahya and Swarupa is Grahaka. Swarupasya Swarupena Eva Grahyatva. We say no, that's not possible. Abhave api. Ekena amshena grahyatvam. Amshantarena grahakatvam. So all of Devadatta cannot be drashta as well as drishya. Then somebody says, okay, but at least one part of Devadatta can be drashta and another part of Devadatta can be drishya, like how I am seeing my hand right now. So this is drishya and I am drashta. This is possible only if there are amsha in Devadatta. Swarupasya Swarupena eva grahyatva abhave api. Ekena amshena grahyatvam. Amshantarena grahakatvam. One amsha becoming grahya means object. Another amsha part becoming subject. Iti kalpana, this kind of thinking, api atra na ghatate, is also not possible here. Ityaha amsho api evam. Amsho api evam nirakritaha is also refuted. How? Evam. Evam means what? Pragukta Vartmana. By the same path. Vartman is the path. Nakaranta Shabda. By that path means by the same yukti. What is earlier said, this part also is refuted. That Atma is one amsha is drashta, another amsha is drishya. In other words, when I sit down for dhyanam, and if I think I think I am experiencing Atma. Atma is becoming drishya for me. I saw Atma. I experienced Atma for some time, and then Atma went away, blessed me, and then went. This is not Atma. This is all Anatma. About Atma, I will have this Anubhava that I am this Atma which is Samaha, Nirbheda, means Bhedarahita, Ityadi, and Satyam Jnanam Anantam. In this way, I will have Anubhava. Not that I am experiencing Atma, then who is the experiencer? If I am experiencing Atma, then experiencer will be Anatma. Experiencer means I myself. So I am Anatma then. That is also wrong. Pragukta Vartmana. Tad eva aha. Why? Samatvad Tatvad iti. Atma is sama and Bheda. And therefore, this portion is refuted. Whatever Kshanik Vijnanavad proposed is eliminated. Now further. Next topic is starting. एवं बुद्धेः स्वग्राह्यत्व निराकरणेन अर्थात अन्य ग्राह्यत्वम् उपक्षिप्तम् अन्यथा तस्याः क्षणिकत्वादि असिद्धेः. Whenever we are expressing here buddhehe in this way, you should understand, because kshanik vijnanvadi thinks buddhi is atma. So buddhehe swagrahyatva nirakaranena means those who think buddhi, which is atma, is swagrahya. Itself is grahaka, itself is grahya. Swagrahyatva nirakaranena अर्थात अन्य ग्राह्यत्वम उपक्षिप्तम. अर्थात, so indirectly what we are implying, if buddhi, kshanik vijnana, cannot become drashta and drishya, and I know that this vijnanam is there, buddhi vrittis are there, then what is upakshiptam? What do we arrive at through this? What has naturally fallen is there is some other drashta of this buddhi. Anya grahyatvam upakshiptam. There is another drashta of this buddhi. Anyatha tasyaha buddhehe kshanikatwadi asiddhehe. Otherwise, how will you prove that this buddhi is kshanika? If they are able to say this buddhi is kshanika, then what is required is, for this kshanika buddhi, some other drashta is required. And that drashta is the one who is knowing this kshanika buddhi. So kshanika buddhi is drishya. Kshanikatwadi anyatha asiddhehe tasyaha buddhehe. Then somebody gets up. Tatra ma bhut tarhi buddhihi tad grahakascha aparaha. Okay, let us not have buddhi as grahya and grahaka. Accepted. But there is another grahaka. Tad grahakascha aparaha anyaha. Kaha शून्यम एव आत्मतत्वम अस्तु इति. He comes. He says शून्यवादी बौद्ध now. शून्यम एव आत्मतत्वम अस्तु इति वादिनं निराकरोति. सो शून्यम एव आत्मतत्वम इति वदति सह शून्यवादी. Who is a शून्यवादी? The one who says shunyam atma tattva is shunya. Means I am nothing. I, the atma, is nothing. Nihilism. There is another word for such Buddha is called Madhyamika Buddha. Kshanik Vijnanavada is called Yogachara Mata. Okay, just a quick explanation of what are the different ideas in Buddhism. There are 4 matams in Buddhism. Mukhya is Madhyamika Buddha. Mukhyo Madhyamiko Vivartamakhilam Shunyascha Mene Jagat. He says this entire Jagat is Vivarta of Shunyam. Mene means he considers, he understands that this whole world is Vivarta of Shunyam. This is Shunyavad. This is Mukhya, main nihilism is their main mata. And they are proud of this also. Okay. We are Shunyavadi. Like Dalai Lama ji and all, they all are belonging to this group. They say we are nihilist. Mukhyo madhyamiko vivartamakhilam shunyasya mene jagat. Yogachar mate tu santi matayo tasam vivarto khila. Next is Yogachara. Means one level down. That's Kshanik Vijnana. They say everything is vivarta of Kshanik Vijnana. Mati. Then there are 2 others which are not discussed here, but they are discussed in other texts like Mandukya, Karika, etc. They are Vaibhashika and Sautrantika. They say world is inside as well as outside. External world is also there. These first 2, Shunyavad and Kshanik Vijnanavad, does not accept external world at all. Imagine. Vaibhashika and Sautrantika, they say no, external world is there. They are called Bahyarthavadi. But between them, there is a slight difference. Sautrantika Matam, they say external world is there, but its Pratyaksha Jnanam is not possible. It is only inferred, Anumitam. Whereas Vaibhashika says external world is there and its knowledge is Pratyaksham. Pratyaksham Kshanabhanguram cha sakalam Vaibhashiko bhasate. This is the Chaturtha Pada of that shloka. Tritiya Pada is Arthosti Kshanikas Tuasau Anumitau. This Artha, external world, is Anumita. This is the matam of Sautrantika. So in this way, 4 Bauddha matams are there. So here, we are not interested in refuting Vaibhashika and Sautrantika because they are refuted by Kshanik Vijnanavad, their own people. So we refuted Kshanik Vijnana means we have refuted the other 2 also. Now we are going to deal with this Shunyavadi. He says Shunyam eva Atma Tattvam Astu. From 15th shloka to 21st shloka is the topic. Shunyarapinayuktam vai.
Yuktam vai.
बुद्धेरन्येन दृष्टा
बुद्धेरन्येन दृश्यता
युक्तो घटः
युक्तातो घटवत्तस्याः
प्राक्सिद्धेश्च विकल्पतः
प्राक्सिद्धेश्च विकल्पतः शून्यतापि न युक्तं वै बुद्धेरन्येन दृश्यता युक्तातो घटवत्तस्याः प्राक्सिद्धेश्च विकल्पतः
शून्यता अपि न युक्तम. Atma has the shunyatva, means Atma is shunyam. This is also not appropriate. Siddhanti is refuting. शून्यता अपि न युक्तम वै बुद्धेः अन्यथा. So शून्यता अपि न युक्तम is न युक्ता. In this way you should understand. Buddhi becomes drishya of something else. That something else is shunyam. How shunyam will make buddhi as its drishya? So shunyata api na yukta. Yukta you can take from the second line. Tritiya pada. Shunyata api na yukta. Why? Buddhehe of the drishyatva is already known. Buddhi is becoming drishya. And that drishta is, so buddhi is drishya like ghat, ghata. Ghatavat tasyaha drishyata yukta. Buddhi is drishya just like a ghata. And prak siddhesha vikalpataha. The drashta of this buddhi is already siddha before buddhi. Is already existing before buddhi. How do you say? Because whatever is the drashta of any drashya should exist before the arrival of drishya and after the departure of drishya. Then only it can be called drashta. This vichar we already saw earlier in one of the shlokas. So if the drashta is shunya, then they will have to say shunya was existing before buddhi. And that shunya is sakshi of buddhi and its abhava. And this is not possible. How that this topic is going to discuss, we will see that in the next session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutravaśyakrutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyaptadehaya दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।